Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Robots in Disguise podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm out of the impound. I'm David.
That's right. We are, this week we are covered in parking tickets, and there is a boot attached to all of our feet because we have been impounded.
Oh no! I feel like this episode involves a lot more, illegal activity than most of them do.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, or explicit illegal activity.
Yes. Like, interfering with law enforcement. Directly interfering with law enforcement.
Yeah. So this is the 35th episode of Robots in Disguise. First aired April 16th, 2016. Written by Johnny Hartman. This is his first Transformer script, but he will go on to do several more Robots in Disguise episodes.
Okay.
Oh.
Not a bad start.
Looks like he got in with Hasbro because he also wrote a bunch of episodes of Power Rangers Beast Morphers and Power Rangers Dino Fury.
Wait, what's that? Oh, all the weird names, I forget what order they're in. I thought Beast Morphers came well after this. I think?
Yes.
Wait.
And then it looks like he is also signed on to write what appears to be a live-action remake of what I think is... Or wait, is Wicked City, is that an anime?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Yes, it's
oh my goodness, that's...
one of them that's, too lewd.
Not safe for work?
No.
Are we talking like a Ninja Scroll kind of thing?
Yes.
Yeah, probably worse.
Yeah, in some ways worse. Like, oh shit, is that the one with the perverted old man?
It was on...
I mean, there's a lot of...
Yeah, that doesn't really narrow it down.
Anime from that era with the perverted old man. But a specifically extra perverted old man.
I had not... I'm sure I had heard of it back in the day, but I had not heard of it for quite a while, and it popped up on Pluto, and I was like, oh, I'll put this on.
Oh,
and then,
that one. Oh,
half an hour into it, I was like, they can show this on Pluto?
Yeah, like... There's bits of it there that are good, that there's spider monsters and stuff that's fine, but the middle is... No, there's too much sexual assault.
Yeah, there is...
Also, there's a live-action version, I think from Hong Kong, that is less rapey?
Absolutely unreasonable amount of sexual assault.
Anyway, according to IMDb, he is working on some kind of as-yet unreleased remake or something.
So starring Scarlett Johansson.
I mean, was it based on a manga? I don't know. The basic concept is cool.
Yeah, the execution...
But the execution is way too fucking dirty.
Yeah, the execution just involves an excessive amount of explicit sexual assaults. So yeah, that's gonna be fun to see them. I mean, they could adapt it just fine. They could adapt it just fine with, not sexual assault. The sexual assault is not vital to the plot.
Apparently there was, on ABC, in 2015, there was a show called Wicked City.
It appears to be unrelated.
Which was canceled. Apparently.
I mean, it's not a bad title.
It does involve, two LA cops, so that you might have started with the same idea and went way off and took out the monsters.
It looks like it's a period piece that takes place in, 80s LA.
Yeah, that would be
Again,
the anime.
You could do Wicked City that way.
Featuring swim fans' own Erica Christensen.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what that is.
Anyway.
But anyway, okay. Well,
it's also got that guy who played Ghost Rider.
Which one?
I started watching the movie when it was on Pluto because it had all of the usual early 90s dub actors. So I was like, hey, it's Richard Epcar and that guy and that other guy. You know, all those voices.
Anyway, so
Of all the anime from that era to remake, I wouldn't put that one high on the list.
I think it's got potential to be a really good, interesting story if you took out the entirely not plot-driving sexual assault.
Yes. Also, like, the basic setup is like guy in a suit, girl in a suit, transporting creepy old man.
Yes.
Like, it's a low budget to start with until you get to the monsters.
Yes.
I mean,
So
I guess
that's
that Constantine show was a hit, that Lucifer show was a hit, so they thought, like, I don't know, supernatural, procedural. We don't have one of those at the moment.
Constantine was not a hit.
No, Constantine was a non-hit.
No.
Which is a shame. It looked okay. Oh, wasn't there a Preacher show?
Yes.
Yes, there was. It had, what's his name? It had Howard Stark.
Yes. Dominic
Cooper.
Man. Yes, Dominic Cooper. My brain froze there.
And also, evil porcupine lady from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes. Ruth Negga.
Ruth Negga, yes.
Both of whom were in the Warcraft movie.
And I think they were married or dating or something for a while.
They were married in the Warcraft movie.
Okay, well, there you go.
I don't know about in real life, but I know they were married in the Warcraft movie.
They were definitely an item.
Also, because I put on too much late night TV, I had the misfortune of discovering that Dominic Cooper was at some point James Corden's roommate.
Oh. My sister was talking about that, how there was like a whole group of them that sort of hung out. It was Dominic Cooper, him, I think Benedict Cumberbatch, Andrew Garfield, and Charlie Cox.
Nice. Oh. I didn't know he was English.
Yes.
Isn't Charlie Cox much older? Or am I thinking of the wrong guy?
You're thinking of Chris Cooper. Charlie Cox is Daredevil.
Oh. Who the fuck was that?
He's a really good lawyer.
Or maybe there's somebody
Are you thinking of Brian Cox?
Probably.
Like the bad guy from X-Men 2?
Yeah.
You'll find no answers that way, Wolverine!
Well, not him specifically, but it was like a British guy of that level of old.
Okay.
Anyway,
so
other
this episode,
podcasts spend 10 minutes having ads. We just go on digressions about TV shows people have forgotten about.
I like to think that is a lot more interesting than ads, even though it makes us significantly less money, by which I mean zero money.
Yeah, well, oh god, there's one podcast I went back to. I listened to for years, and I stopped for various reasons. I think I remember why, because I kept getting more and more ads at the beginning.
Yeah.
Good podcast, but if I have to fast forward 10 minutes, boy.
if it's the one we're thinking of, at least they play like music under the ads so you know when to stop skipping forward.
No. Not the bad movie podcast.
Oh,
this is another podcast.
Oh, okay.
I will
talking
say
about how horrible Steven Seagal is.
Of all the significant quality of life changes that went from skipping from a 1998 model car to a 2020 model car, the fact that I have buttons on my steering wheel that I can use to fast forward through the commercials and podcasts, that's like the most life-changing thing.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because the MP3 player I usually use doesn't have that. I have to hold the button down. There's no auto skip.
It's on my steering wheel. And on the other side is the cruise control. So occasionally when I really like to turn like a, I don't know, Hotel Yorba comes on and I want to jack up the volume, I have to be careful because occasionally I will accidentally jack up the speed on my cruise control.
Yeah, whenever I get a new vehicle, MP3 controls are like top of the fucking list.
So good. So good.
Anyway. Robots. Disguise.
In disguise.
So we open with Bumblebee playing Urban Cowboy.
Yes. So he says this guy is canine.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's more really of like a Saint Bernard than Steeljaw.
Yeah, but he's called Silver Hound, and he is not a hound. But because he's a in-show, he's a remold of the Buffalo Con.
Right, Terror Shock.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just changed the head a bit and made him gray, and he doesn't really look like a dog.
He has one sort of busted ear.
I could say he's maybe Saint Bernardy.
Kind of, like if they made him a bear, maybe.
I mean, he should have like a little barrel of energon around his neck.
Also, Silverhound is just sort of we scribbled in a placeholder name we'll come back to later.
Or change his head more and made him like a bulldog, maybe?
It sounds like a model of pickup truck. The new Dodge Silverhound.
Or just an elderly version of Hound from G1. He's a Silverhound now.
Of course, Hound always kind of sounds like an old man.
Yeah, kind of. And now he's John Goodman, or last time we saw him in anything. Oh, anyway. Yeah, Hound is a guy who's probably never going to come back, because now we got Bulkhead instead.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And also, Hound was always kind of a weird name for
a Jeep.
Now that we have actual guys who turn into animals.
He was kind of a tracker, so
yeah, I guess.
It worked. I mean, it wasn't a great name, but it worked.
Yeah. Anyway, so Bumblebee is riding Silverhound. He's they're at the carnival.
Well, and, outside of a carnival, in a parking lot.
Yes.
A mostly empty parking lot.
And so Fix-It radios in and says, this is the Silverhound. He was an enforcer for Thunderhoof. And also, I guess somebody shot him in the ear once, and he's probably mad about that.
Always mad.
So Bumblebee gets hucked into Strongarm, and Grimlock decides to Leroy Jenkins his way into this fight.
Well, Grimlock has been on the sidelines,
he's in the woods,
kind of doing the pee-pee dance, like he really needs to get in there, and he can't get in there, but he really needs to get in there. So he finally decides he's doing it. He's going to run. He's going to do it.
Yes.
That is a mistake.
Because he promptly gets hucked into the carnival, right in front of a bunch of humans who see this giant talking robot dinosaur.
Which, he gets hucked over a fence into the carnival. Not that far into the carnival.
No.
These people inside the carnival did not hear a fight with gunshots in the parking lot.
That tilt-a-whirl is playing the super hits of the 80s really loud.
Carnivals are super loud. Also, this made me, as a brief, another digression, this just made me really think about the thing with Skyrim, about how, if you commit a crime and someone else sees you, and then you can kill them, and then, no one knows you committed the crime, but you can't kill kids. And so if a kid sees you commit a crime, so there are mods out there to let you kill kids, and people were like, oh my god, you made a mod so that you could kill kids. And it's like, okay,
I didn't want my bounty to go up.
The fact that you can't kill kids actually causes problems with the whole
mechanics of the rest of the game.
Yes, also all the kids in Skyrim are super obnoxious.
Oh yeah, can't you trap them in houses though, or something? There was some exploit where you could do something with the children without killing them,
so they can't go tell a guard, and so then you don't have a bounty on your head. So when I saw that it was just a bunch of kids who saw him, I was like, oh, kids witnessed you commit the crime, and you can't kill the kids, so you're in trouble now.
Yeah, it's almost everybody we see in the panning shot is a small child. It's we haven't seen this many children in this show, period.
So, it is Strongarm to the rescue as she just shoots Silverhound, stops him, and then just drives into the carnival saying, hey, look, kids, it's one of the marvels of our new If Dinosaurs Could Speak exhibit, opening tomorrow.
They really need to have more of a Griffin Rock kind of environment to be doing things in, because they constantly have robot dinosaurs and stuff, but sadly Crown City does not seem to have quite the same level of rampant mad science going on, so he just has to be he calls himself a handsome dinosaur.
It's okay, everybody, we're just promoting the 23rd anniversary of We're Back, a Dinosaur Story.
Yes.
Speaking of John Goodman,
this show would be so much easier on them if they actually worked Griffin Rock into this continuity. properly. It's we're just exports from Griffin Rock. We are new robots that help with law enforcement.
Well, put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's crossovers the other way.
Griffin Rock is going to be mentioned in this show eventually.
Good.
What? Cool, but what?
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how the episodes line up, as I'm not exactly sure how we are with the time frame. So a character may end up making their second appearance.
Well, they're definitely going to, because we've already we're further along than we are in Rescue Bots, because Rescue Bots skipped like 2 years and then did a consistent run for a while.
Right. No, there's a character who first appears in Rescue Bots and then later appears on Robots in Disguise, but I'm not sure which we'll get to first. Because it's not until next season.
Okay, but wait, are we taking a break in between with the short season, or are we doing the whole season? I forget.
That's a good question.
We haven't decided yet, so we will find out. Listeners, write in, tell us what you prefer.
Tell us if it matters all that much.
Well, there are a lot of seasons of Rescue Bots we have to get through.
Yes, so we get back to the junkyard, and we've got Silverhand in a pod, and it turns out Grimlock, we can't take you anywhere.
He just wants to smash stuff.
Does want to smash stuff, but he's also like, Grimlock, when all of us got to Earth, we all picked different, vehicle modes to blend in. Maybe you could have taken something that wasn't a robot dinosaur.
Well, he didn't choose to be a robot dinosaur. Oh man, now we get into the whole thing with like the Decepticons who have like a furry mode and a vehicle mode, and then the Decepticons who have an animal mode and a robot mode, like Filch.
Yeah, Filch. There was the other Dinobot. I forget his name. He was like an ankylosaur.
Scowl, I think?
Something like
that. It's either Scowl or Scorn. I think Scowl.
Did the Bat have an old mode?
The Bat had one that we never saw.
Okay.
But you later saw it in the Tiny Titan.
Oh, but was it a vehicle or was it a bat?
It was a robot. So he went from robot to bat.
Okay, so there've been a couple guys, but they are odd in this show.
Yes, and then you've got guys who go from vehicle to furry.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is the preferred.
Like the previously mentioned Steeljaw.
The fun guys.
It does kind of work better as far as like
guy.
actually being able to be in disguise.
Yes.
Lobster guy.
Yes.
So I sent my sister, did I mention this? I was talking to my sister about how there was a series of Transformers that were entirely furries. And I
forget if we did that on podcast, but
tried introducing her to Steeljaw, and I found a YouTube thing, and I sent her pictures. I was like, and here's this guy, this Thunderhoof guy, and I sent her this video of like Steeljaw, just entirely clips of Steeljaw that people like to put together for YouTube. And I hadn't expected her to like watch much of it, but apparently she watched enough of it that she got to a point where she just texts me back with crab.
Crab indeed.
Yes. Crab.
Reject modernity, embrace crab. Anyway, so Grimlock is just going to have to stay at base doing target practice, and it's just going to be Bee and Strongarm on missions, because he's just too hard to explain away to the public.
Poor
and
guy.
Unfortunately, there is a mission that's coming right up, because somebody has been graffitiing the logo for Quillfire's Revolution all over the city, while also stealing auto parts.
I'm looking forward to discovering how these auto parts are used in interstellar spacecraft. Which I guess they never actually, I don't think they ever actually explain in the episode, but...
No, but he's stealing like hundreds of like carburetors or something.
Yeah, he's just ripping off Midas and what have you.
It's like there's a low-key thing going on in the background, like Season 2 of Prime, where they're all hunting for stuff, except there's just this low-key subplot about the Decepticons stealing things to build a spaceship.
Yes.
But what you it's never called out, it's just, hey, there's this guy and he's stealing things. You can use those things to make a spaceship.
Yes. So yeah, Bee and Strongarm are heading out. Grimlock is going to have to stay back with Fix-It. But Fix-It is, he is being very helpful. And he wants Grimlock to come up with, he wants to help Grimlock come up with a disguise. So also, that he can...
Grimlock makes some comment because he's, doing smashing stuff. And he complains about how he'll just go back to target practice. He'll be all set if he ever gets attacked by barrels.
Yes.
I was like, well, if you're a Donkey Kong... then you get attacked by barrels. Anyway, I'm just saying barrels are not an entirely non-offensive weapon.
So he's not very interested in these disguises, but Fix-It does come up with something that catches his interest.
Yes, he is going to disguise him as a crane.
Yes. We will see.
Wait, Fix-It, have you seen the other robots in disguise?
That are like normal.
This may be a direct reference to Grimlock from the anime Robots in Disguise, who was a green steam shovel of some sort. One of the build team.
I always forget that exists unless I need to bring up how there's an entire Transformers series, the rights to which the English, or the rights to the English language version are just, who knows? Who knows who has those rights?
Didn't they belong to Saban at one point?
They did.
They originally belonged to Saban.
So Hasbro should have gotten it, maybe, when they got Power Rangers?
Also,
possibly.
Speaking of Saban and conversations with my sister, who is just a slightly lower key version of me. She's not like super normie. I think it was either when I brought up this or when I brought up Kid Video, that I was talking about copyright complications, and she was looking at it on Wikipedia and she was like, oh no, and then Disney got involved. Because she knows that if Disney gets involved, that just makes things so much worse.
Because Saban sold a bunch of stuff to Disney. Mostly the Power Rangers did to give Robots in Disguise and other shit. And if so, would Disney have kept Robots in Disguise for no reason?
Yeah, that's the thing, is much like Kid Video.
Well, Kid Video is like, you got music rights, that's more complicated.
Well, they have enough of their own music to release an album in Israel.
Robots in Disguise is complicated for no reason.
Well, that's the thing, is that I don't know if there's... I mean, I'm sure someone has a record somewhere of what Saban got back, but it doesn't seem to be public knowledge what they got back from Disney.
I mean, that was just sort of on the cusp of companies realizing that, oh, right, this media might be valuable in the future and we should keep it around.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's very weird what is and isn't. Like, I want more Super Sentai DVDs legally. And yet we're not getting them since Hasbro got the rights to Power Rangers. Shout Factory stopped putting out more seasons. And there's no reason why.
That's a pain in the butt.
Hasbro bought them. The only guess is
think that Hasbro would.
It's probably it's just not
out.
Worth it to Hasbro to put them out. But it's like, but I want more. I will buy them.
This stuff kills me. It hurts me.
I want media preservation. It's mostly annoying because they started going backwards to the stuff before Power Rangers, the stuff I really want. That I have downloaded all of.
Yes.
But I would like to legally own it, guys.
But yes,
I will give you money for Mask Man and Live Man.
I had forgotten that at one point Grimlock was a big green steam shovel.
Because he was just like one of three guys who hung out with the kid that was the leader of those... Buildtrons?
The build team who formed Landfill. They were Wedge, Hightower, and heavy load, I think.
Something, I don't know. The youngest one was the one that became the torso, and the rest of them just became... it's kind of a really neat toy.
Yeah, they could rotate around.
I have the Constructicon-colored version
of it. The problem is Grimlock is a real pain.
Yes.
He's way more complicated than he needs to be.
Yeah, he only works like as the arms and the combined mode.
Yes.
He's neat, but yeah, he's a little too complicated for that time. Which admittedly means he's comparable to now shit.
Yes.
I was going to say that entire series was kind of like that, though, except for the Spy Changers.
Well, yes.
Well, and all the bad guys who were just upgrades of previous toys with new paint jobs.
Except for Megatron/Gigatron, who was ridiculous.
Also, too complicated. Who was kind of a real, this has 10 modes because we say it has 10 modes.
Well, yeah, they gave it more. It ended up a mammoth head or some shit.
Submarine.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jen, I remember you telling the story about the best toy of that line, which was like, oh, it's just the Combaticons again.
I was so excited because, like, I hadn't... It's, sometimes you know something on an intellectual level, but you don't know it on an emotional level.
Until you have it in your hands and you're done with it, it's like, oh, it's just the Combaticons again. I mean, the Combaticons are fine. Oh, the gun combines now.
I drove 15 miles through the DC suburban sprawl in the snow to find these toys at an out-of-the-way Walmart, and they were just the Combaticons.
I mean, they're nice colored Combaticons. Granted, like most colors the Combaticons have been good. G2's still the best, probably.
Yes. He's got... Blastoff has purple camo, so you can't see him in space.
Yeah. Somehow that's better than maroon and brown. Well, then again, I guess Space Rocks are brown, but...
Anyway.
I never understood why Blastoff was that color. Anyway, yes, this episode, where were we? Were we at the Minicons yet?
No, so Bumblebee and Strongarm bust into Quillfire, who is raiding a Midas or something, and he's seemingly talking to himself, but he is, in fact, actually talking to Back and Forth.
Oh, that's who they were. They aren't named in the episode, and I didn't bother to look it up.
I think he says, he calls them Back and Forth.
They're named in a way that is a play, like he says it in a way where you could easily have interpreted it as being something else.
Yes.
Oh, in other words, it's a welcome to the dark side.
Yes.
Yes.
So Back is the weird little, like, four-legged spider tick guy.
Oh, I love these two guys.
He has a toy. Forth is like a blue dragon thing.
Sort of like a lizard salamander thing.
Yeah, he does not have a toy.
Aww.
And they have magnetic powers. Back repels things, and Forth attracts them.
They're so good.
Or the other way around.
And
Back attracts, Forth repels.
So we're back to the more of the Munchkin sounding gremlin.
Yes. Yeah, they're making
There's someone doing a Frank Welker noises.
Yes.
It's Eric Bauza. Also the voice of Drift.
Nice. I guess Drift is elsewhere, so they're giving him a little work.
And yes, they seem to be all for. I mean, it's hard to say because he can seemingly understand their goblin speak, but he's like an old Bernie Sanders-esque socialist, and these are like two dirtbag leftists with a podcast.
Yes.
Except their podcast is just an hour of them making gremlin noises.
So good. They're so cute, though. They are adorable.
Backo Fourth House.
It is. That's another interesting theme that doesn't really get drawn attention to in this season, is existing bad guys suddenly having Minicon buddies.
Yes.
Apparently all Transformers can be compatible with Minicons somehow.
I mean, I guess they just had a whole bunch of them on Decepticon Island.
I guess if they were hanging out. Minicons decided they wanted to be Decepticons.
Hey, Quillfire, take these two weird goblins out with you.
Take these podcasters with you. Like, when are we going to hit a Decepticon who's a podcaster?
We've already got a Ghostbusters movie with a character named Podcast.
Oh, no.
Trying so hard.
Except, if we still got, character bios on packages, I think we would have, except he would call it a botcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
There must be a bot who has, a podcast.
Yeah, there's got to be one of them who's a microphone, or on the new show.
I need to discuss this at the end of the episode. I need to take a brief moment to talk about bots. FOMO, he doesn't have a podcast, but he does run a TikTok style video thing on
TikTok.
Big video signs in the mall.
Yes.
That would be weird if we skip entirely over podcasts and just go to TikToker bots.
I don't know. Maybe the kids don't listen to podcasts anymore.
I guess, but it kind of sucks. We've been through a few series where, it would have been nice.
Well, we have a few series where nobody
kids ever listen to podcasts.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know the kids ever listen.
Tiny. Well, you got your YouTubes. Autobot VTuber.
That would actually force me to figure out what a VTuber is.
If
still haven't.
Well, if James Roberts was still writing the comic, I figured that would have showed up at some point. The new when is the reboot of the comic that's switching back to Marvel? Is it?
I heard that it was Skybound, which I think is Robert Kirkman's thing, which might be Image.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out soon enough. I don't know that anything's been announced for sure.
Probably not. No, I'm just thinking when the current series ends, I might just stop with comic books altogether.
I have to keep going to the comic book shop. The guy who runs the comic book shop adopted one of my kittens. I have to get updates.
Did he give it a comic's name?
I think the kid was going to end up actually naming her Phoenix.
Nice.
Oh, that's cute. I like my comic book shop. I'm just not reading enough.
So he was. She's as a parent. None of us know anything about as a parent.
No.
But technically, you are adopting, but it may be for one of your kids functionally.
Right.
But the kid's brother also already had a cat named Felicia.
And listen, if you want to hear me say Felicia in a hilarious accent, tune into this month's Patreon episode.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get there.
And remember, that is $1 a month or 1 unit of plasma.
Yes. Give me plasma over the internet, and I will use it to pay
unfortunately, I will be
hosting.
extracting it through the gross suckers on my hands. Anyway, this episode. So
donate plasma.
Yes,
it's desperately in need, actually.
So yeah, so back and forth quickly allow. They put up a magnetic barrier between Strongarm and Quillfire because we are the future, Charles, not them. And Bumblebee is stuck in traffic.
Yes, Bumblebee and Strongarm. They can't get there. Also, I noticed that at one point, Quillfire is definitely treating the Minicons like children.
Yes.
And I know we've definitely gone back to whether Minicons are an actual stage of the Transformer life cycle or what the deal is there. But he does say something about them being the next generation.
Yes.
He was very much when you grow up.
Yes.
Without saying that.
Although that doesn't leave the question, is Fix-It going to pupate or something?
I think he's wrong. Possibly.
Quillfire is clearly somewhat delusional.
He is delusional, yes. Most Minicons seem like they're going to stay Minicons because they're Minicons. Classic Minicons. But sometimes you wonder, the little guys hanging with Drift. Are they going to be forever Minicons? They act like just normal Autobots.
Yeah.
Just small.
They could just happen to be young, and that doesn't have anything to do with them being Minicons. But yeah, it's not clear. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah. So a car chase ensues when Bee finally gets there. And so Quillfire does end. There's a pretty cool car chase that ensues here. Quillfire has to dump most of his car parts, which he refers to as the tools of the revolution.
And dump his mini-coms.
Yeah, I continue to love Quillfire. He's, it's Andy Milder, who's the voice actor, who's also in that first Transformers movie.
Oh, nice.
Oh. I mean, I kind of wish he was a little bit crazier, like, the bomber guy from Batman Beyond.
Oh,
I was thinking the bomber guy from The Tick.
Yeah, I was thinking the Midnight Bomber, what bombs it made, but I would also take, like, a deranged robotic Henry Rollins.
Yeah, but like, Quillfire could be a little bit more deranged.
There's too much information, man! You gotta blow it up!
The problem is, he seems normal next to the frog who's obsessed with Doradus.
Well, yes.
Springload is super wacky. Anyway, so he eventually does shoot his quills.
And they end up full of quills and just paralyzed. So they end up towed away by the cops, put in an impound lot, and...
well, the cops aren't usually the ones towing people.
Well, yes. I guess not necessarily the cops, the parking enforcement. Yeah. Which is interesting, because you would think if they found an abandoned police vehicle, they would turn it into the cops.
You would think they would ask the cops about that first, but...
Well, it's entirely impossible, like, well, we found it in the road, it's broke, we have to bring it to the impound yard before we call the cops in the morning.
Maybe they assume that this is a Bluesmobile situation?
Possibly. Well, yeah, it's like, it doesn't match anything in our system. We gotta put it in the impound. But anyway, yes, they're in the impound with the boot!
Yes.
Yes, they got booted. Strongarm is so not okay with this. She is despondent.
No one should be. The boot is one of the worst things ever designed by man.
Well, yes, but also she's just she's Strongarm. This is where criminals end up, which we'll get to in just a moment.
Yes. And
also, she should be able to flex out of it.
Well, it probably doesn't help that she's also still full of quills.
Yes.
Yes.
But this really makes me think of the City of New York versus Homer Simpson.
Yes.
In which Homer drives through New York with a boot on his car before taking it off with a jackhammer.
That sounds familiar.
Your car has been impounded by Officer Mike Krasowski. Great episode.
Wait, isn't that the one-eyed guy from Monsters, Inc.?
That's Mike Wazowski.
Oh.
Billy Crystal.
Is Monsters, Inc. a reference to The Simpsons?
I don't think. I think I may have misremembered that name, but the gag is that the recording is just, it's Officer Mike, and then it's some extremely, like, Polish-sounding last name.
Well, it's in New York. So.
Yeah. And,
Polish or Italian, Jewish, there's so many fun names in New York.
And speaking again of John Goodman, he's the other guy in Monsters, Inc.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sully?
Yes,
I want to say Sullenberger, but that's definitely the Miracle on the Hudson guy, and not the Big Blue Monster.
That's a movie I haven't seen in a while.
Anyway, so they call into base, and obviously the easy solution is to get our human pals to save them, but they don't have proof of ownership. And
they really need to just have gotten them registered. Just fake a VIN, fix it to, I don't know, call up Raph and get him to hack the VIN registry to add a handful of numbers and just have them registered to some helpful humans just in case of this kind of situation.
Or they need something like the fake business card making machine that Jim Rockford had in his car on the Rockford Files.
Yes.
As Denny strikes me as a guy who has seen every episode of the Rockford Files.
He owns every episode on VHS.
Absolutely.
No, it never came out on VHS. Yes.
That's probably his ringtone. Da 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 da.
Shit, now. Oh, I need a ringtone on my new phone.
Is it going to be the Rockford Files theme?
It might be now.
Oh, I need to set mine to the kid video theme. Now that I have that on MP3.
Anyway, so it is now time for disguises. So they head out disguised as Stan and Bud from Crown City Repo.
Yes. And this is the point, like I was saying, they need to, like, this seems more illegal than you.
Yeah, no, this is extremely illegal. And they can't get in because they don't have a work order. But meanwhile, Grimlock has decided he's also going to go, and he kits himself out as, indeed, this hilarious dinosaur crane.
I like that he declares that he's getting dressed.
Yes. And he's got like sort of a car body around him while he's in dinosaur mode, whilst a crane with a face painted on it disguises his dinosaur body. And it's not actually motorized. He's just using his legs Fred Flintstone style.
Yeah. But since there are wheels on the base, it will roll.
Yes, I mean,
once he has momentum going, and it does not have brake, as we find out later.
Well, it does. It's appropriate because it does look like this thing should be working for Mr. Slate.
Yes.
It's a living.
It's adorable. I love the little face.
So yeah. So, of course, Bumblebee and Strongarm are getting impatient because they're stuck in there with common criminals.
Yes, and pan over to... It's fucking Knockout. Why is Knockout's model there?
It is absolutely Knockout.
It even has, like, the same decaling and everything.
Yes.
Way more detailed than any other car in there, including the main characters.
I mean, is it a gag, or is...
It absolutely raises a lot of questions.
It is definitely a gag, but it is also a weird gag since, as we left Knockout, he is an Autobot now.
That doesn't mean he's not a criminal.
He is one of the few characters from Prime who does not appear in the show.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't mean he's not a criminal. It just means he's not a Decepticon.
Well, yes.
I mean, she considers Sideswipe a criminal.
Yes, and while we definitely get to another Autobot criminal later in the show.
But yeah, that was great.
Yes.
I choose to believe that that's actually Knockout, and he's just like, don't blow my cover.
Yeah. Oh, like, seeing Knockout and Strongarm interact would be really fun.
Yes.
I'm guessing they probably didn't in the comic book that happened, which I never read.
I don't think Knockout comes back in that.
No, I know, like, RC and some of the others show up.
Yeah, she meets the others. She's extremely fangirled out to see them.
Yes.
So
why must you cause problems?
So they sneak in via a car that's being towed in, and whilst Denny is getting the boot off with a bunch of Fix-It's tools.
Again,
Denny,
extremely illegal.
Extremely illegal. Russell is pulling off some Mission Impossible shenanigans, complete with some Mission Impossible type music, with car mirrors to deflect some lasers.
Holy, what the fuck? Car boots in some form date back to the 1920s?
I mean, it makes sense.
Wow.
I mean, it's a pretty simple technology, right?
I mean, yes, but I'm just kind of shocked. It's been there since, like, the car started.
Known as the Denver boot.
Oh, that's... Ouch. Horrible freaking thing. No.
Have you had a car booted? You sound like you speak from experience here.
I've only ever had a ticket once, and that pissed me off so much. I've never had the boot. I just, maybe it's the Jersey boy in me, and
just
I want to support the mafia, and I don't want to hate the boot.
It upsets you on a visceral level.
It does. It hurts the car.
I don't like it when things hurt cars.
Actually, wait, did I know someone in college who got the boot? Maybe that's why I hate it.
Well, I'm just thinking of The Simpsons again with that episode where Bart goes to Australia to get the boot.
What? Okay, maybe I've forgotten that. What episode?
It's I see you've played Knifey Spoony before.
Okay, I remember that part. I guess. Wow, I need to rewatch early Simpsons. Apparently,
everybody should rewatch early Simpsons. Anyway, So they get out via laser mirror shenanigans, and they pick up a silent alarm at another nearby auto parts store.
They absolutely destroy a camera at this impound lot. And as they are leaving, Bumblebee says that they would make excellent Decepticons.
Yes.
Well, yes, because like destroying a camera, surveillance camera, tricking guards, escaping detention,
illegal.
Destroying the boot. So many crimes.
So much crime.
And then shutting off the signal of the silent alarm.
Yeah, interfering with police operations.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a silent alarm.
So yeah, Grimlock is headed to the, he's headed out. He is, made up his own theme song.
Yes. That's the most important part.
And also, notably, Fix-It is posing as his operator, and at one point has to get on the intercom saying, "Don't be alarmed, citizens, he is a special crane designed to build schools, because kids love dinosaurs."
I mean, children do love dinosaurs, no lie detected there.
You know, like, Fix-It has planned this all out, he's constructed this elaborate backstory for why this crane would be a dinosaur.
Yes. He is ready. He is ready for this mission.
And based on knowledge of humans he's picked up solely from Russell, Denny, and probably also watching TV.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So anyway, Grimlock gets to this Midas or whatever first, and this Bell tire, whatever it is they have around there.
Whatever it is they have in Crown City.
Bell tire.
Well, yeah, it'd be a knockoff. It'd be like the Pepper Boys or something.
Crown Tire would be a good name.
Oh, yeah.
For an auto shop.
AAA MCO.
And of course, Crown City is also the city that invented those crown-shaped air fresheners.
Ooh.
Anyway, so Grimlock gets there first, but this disguise, while apparently effective, is not so effective in combat, and he just falls over.
Oops.
And then he almost gets magnetized until Fix-It just hucks some nuts and bolts at the minicons. So chaos ensues. Bumblebee and Strongarm get there. Bumblebee is all, WTF are you wearing? But he is managed to convince by the fact that they apparently passed by him and did not notice him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bumblebee's a little flustered by that,
yes.
But he concedes the point.
Okay. So they get to this truck stop where they defeat the minicons. Bumblebee,
poor bees.
He has back attract like a ton of stuff that just buries him in like scrap parts. And then Fourth tries to attract a bus, or tries to move a bus, and it's just too big, so he just keels over.
Aww.
But then...
Trying.
And then Strongarm and Bee just, like, drive into a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they still can't transform. They're still kind of out of it.
Yes.
So yeah, they just get on the other side of like a stairwell in the middle of the floor and they just drive right into it.
Yes. And so it is
probably not used to trying to fight in vehicle mode.
And so it is up to Grimlock, who manages to get Quillfire Ghost Rider style by grabbing him with this big hook on a chain.
Yes.
And just, like, swinging him around. So the bad guys are defeated. La Revolution is over. And,
Quillfire asks if his revolution is cursed.
Yes. Oh, and, notably, he, mentions earlier that, he has to get back to the island, which is the Autobots' first indication that the Decepticons are on an island.
Yes.
A Decepticon island.
A clue!
Yeah, we're head back. A family notices Grimlock, but instead of instantly seeing through his disguise, the kid with them is just happy to see the dinosaur crane.
He starts singing Grimlock's little song. Being dino-crane, dino-crane. Dino-crane, do-do-do-do-do, dino-crane. No. Not that at all.
And that is the episode. This was a pretty fun one.
Yeah, that's pretty good for someone's first episode. Like I said, I feel like there's a lot more, like, flagrant illegal activity on the part of Denny and Russell than usual. I think maybe Russell's mom might want to check in with what they're up to whenever she gets back from her peace conference.
Don't do this at home, kids.
No. I absolutely LOL'd. Absolutely guffawed a little bit at seeing Knockout there.
Yes.
Yeah. It was weird.
And, it has been pretty glaring that Grimlock is there because Dinobots are cool, but somewhat impractical for a show that is called Robots in Disguise.
Yes.
Yeah, like, you really should have a third mode.
And I can't, like, there was never an occasion in Generation 1 where the Dinobots had to disguise themselves, was there?
Not really,
No.
but in Generation...
But then again, they spent most of their time in the desert.
Or in the Ark's closet.
Yeah, or on
Or the Savage
or on
Land.
Dinobot Island.
Yes.
Which... Yeah, the thing is, they didn't push... I mean, as we saw in Triple Takeover, they didn't really get too bent out of shape about staying in disguise past the first, 5 minutes they were there.
The Robots in Disguise was not a thing there.
No. It was the tagline.
It was a thing that came up in the comics sometimes, but not in the cartoon.
It was very, very much a thing in the comics until the comics really stopped doing as much with Earth.
Yes.
For the first big chunk of time, I say, having been publicly on Twitter rereading a bunch of the original Marvel comics, and it's kind of amazing how, like, Skids gets more characterization than characters you think of as being the big G1 84, 85 characters. But yeah, being in disguise is a pretty significant thing because it's not really, and that's the whole plot with Robot Master is they're like, we can't let people know that these robots are like aliens, so we're going to pretend that they're just some crazy guy's thing. So yeah, they, for a series about that plays up being in disguise so much, he's not very well suited for doing a lot. Poor guy. Poor dude. Speaking of being in disguise, shall I have my tangent briefly?
Okay.
Yes.
So I have now watched BotBots twice.
Okay.
Because it is very enjoyable, and I just want to tell people that it is a lot of fun. It definitely focuses a great deal on staying hidden and staying in disguise. I'm sure a lot of people are like, I don't know if I should bother watching this. You should definitely bother watching it. It's super fun.
Oh, I have not quite finished it yet, but it's very enjoyable.
Yes.
I have not started it, but isn't there like a hamburger that's basically Starscream?
He's
Starscream, but
Hot Rod.
Yeah, or like an animated Bumblebee.
Oh.
Yeah. So
he's the main character, but he's also kind of a dick.
Yes. He's the main character, but he's also super full of himself.
Yes. And also full of cholesterol.
Beef.
But no,
it's full of beef.
I mean, we've got a Transformers show for the first time in ages, well, I guess really since Robots in Disguise and Rescue Bots, where, there's a sense of humor. People are making, references to obscure pop culture.
Yes.
There's enjoyable voice acting.
Yeah, there's songs.
Songs? What?
Yep.
There's so many songs?
They can afford songs?
I know,
well,
right?
I mean, not like licensed songs, like songs that they made up for the show.
Afford to make songs, something we've complained about in this show.
Well,
yes,
that's true.
I thought about that. because when I watched it, we had just done the episode with Rear Axle, and if it had been done by this group, there absolutely would have been some real songs, and they would have been great. So yeah, if you're on the fence about watching BotBots, it's definitely a lot of fun. It actually has some continuity to it. Characters actually develop. There was someone who I saw someone on Twitter who was very excited about some characters being friends in an early episode, and they were like, oh, don't tell me if they never acknowledge this ever again. It's like, no, they acknowledge that these characters are now friends.
Yes.
In later episodes. So it's it's good, and it's maybe smarter than I expected, and it has more of that sort of thing. But it's not as preschool-y as I think a lot of people expected.
No, I mean it's kind of on the level of like a Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, I would say it's maybe at about the age level of what we're watching now on Robots in Disguise.
Yeah.
It's just pure humor versus being, more action oriented.
Right. There's a lot. I mean, there is some action, and
yeah,
the animation is pretty pleasing to the eye.
It's really cute.
Yes.
It's really charming. So yeah, people should watch that. Watch it and then talk about it with me on Twitter.
And to quote Sprinkleberry Donut, BotBots.
BotBots. BotBots. Also, everyone is on Twitter who has actually watched it is very excited about Frostferatu.
Ah, yes. Speaking of this month's Patreon episode.
All right.
Oh man, this summer, Jared Leto is Frostferatu.
Please no. Please no.
All right. Having established that, because I feel like I must speak up in defense of my precious children, I will cede the floor to David.
Okay, yes, because it is now time for David's Tokusatsu Corner.
Yes, this week on Gosei Sentai Die Ranger! Well, it's been a while. It feels like a month since I've watched the show. This episode, Prickly Maiden Hunt. This episode is weird. Now,
maiden hunts are usually not a promising concept.
No,
prickly maiden hunt? That sounds like the last time I used a dating app. Oh!
Yes. Admittedly, I say the word weird when talking about tokusatsu too much, but I like the word weird. It's a good way to say unusual, interesting. Admittedly, it's overly characterizing a show that's set in a different culture, so the connotations may be weird, but I like the word weird. But this episode is weird! Not in a good way. No, this episode is bizarre. It's more like it.
That's a good one. I feel like there are definitely, gradients to words about people being peculiar or things being peculiar. And I think eccentric is a good one, but I think bizarre is definitely when
eccentric
it's
can have,
unwelcome.
Positive attributes usually, although it's usually used derogatorily. Bizarre means bizarre. Anyway, it starts out weird because they have a man and his daughter driving into a gas station, and on the radio is playing a song in English about smelling cigarettes.
Sure.
Why? I don't know. I don't know if this was an actual popular song or just background shit they found, but it's a weird way to start. They pull into the gas station. The gas station is a creepy guy who tries to abduct the daughter. What? Okay, this guy is the Cactus General Cactus. And he's characterized as what can kindly be called... Well, he's dressed in, camouflaged outfit with a hat, glasses, with a cigar, or a pipe or something. And nail polish, and he's a fey villain?
Okay.
Yay!
In the normal sense, which... more often than not, especially when you do it in tokusatsu sometimes and old stuff, comes off as a gay pedophile.
Oh dear.
Oh no. I guess because so much of the series is about child endangerment.
It's not like early in the show. It was more about like the bad guys have to abduct kids to perform a ceremony, and it was more like oh, child endangerment in general. Like we got to perform a ritual to murder these children to do a thing. This guy's a little creepier in an unsettling way, and that's
like
just his shtick. It's very annoying. And then we go to the Rangers, and the Green Ranger, I forget how he even gets on the point. Oh no, because they go to the gas station where the girl was abducted or whatever. For some reason, the Rangers find it. I don't know why. And in the shop, the Green Ranger finds a cactus. And he's like, oh, this is a cactus I used to have. And then he goes into a flashback about finding a cactus in the middle of winter because he sees a girl leaning over a pile of garbage. She disappears. She's a ghost. And then there's a cactus there in the snow as if it's a sad kitten in a cardboard box, but it's a cactus. And then the ghost says, please raise this cactus right, and then he takes the cactus home.
I would adopt the cactus. I would totally be like, it's okay. It's okay, little cactus.
He makes the flower bloom, and he leaves it out on a porch, and then one day the cactus runs away. What the fuck? Not that it actually runs away. It's like later in the episode, the General Cactus reveals, I stole it away from you because reasons. Because the cactus is a little girl, and I'm creepy, and fuck you. No. Anyway, of course, the man turns into a red cactus that shoots thorns. He's the monster of the week. And at some point, the Green Ranger, he goes to like a rock quarry with tractors and construction equipment and shit. And there's giant dolls that fight him.
Okay.
Admittedly, that's the kind of weird I like wacky shit just happens and just random fight. That was good, but dolls. It turns out, this guy's been kidnapping children and turning them into literal dolls by putting them in outfits and wigs, and the actress has to stand there in the background while he's being weird.
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah, so the cactus bad guy has the cactus that the Green Ranger used to have, which is also this girl who appears in like a white dress, so she just kind of looks like a ghost. And the Green Ranger tries to save her, and then the cactus guy shoots cactus needles at both of them, killing the cactus girl ghost. But then the pot falls over, and then one of the bad guy trio, Gara, shows up, and then makes this episode an environmental message.
Okay.
Like she's complaining about like the pollution and the carbon dioxide that humans have put in the atmosphere, and once you're all gone and dead, and the Earth's a greenhouse, it will once again be good and wonderful without people. And there's a shot of a sad seal and dried fields, dead plants. It's like
damn.
Yes, it
goes hard.
Creepy pedophile cactus episode becomes environmental message episode. Out of nowhere, and then she steps on the potted cactus, destroying it, cracking the pot, killing the cactus, who's a little ghost girl. What? And then the other Rangers throw up, and there's a monster fight. What? And right after the monster becomes giant, like the White Ranger shows up because somebody remembered he's in this show.
Wait, the White Ranger is a guy? I guess sometimes the White Rangers are guys.
The White Ranger is the little kid.
Yeah, this is...
I feel like they're often girls.
Well, this is the first American White Ranger who was Tommy.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. And you said he was a kid. So when they dubbed it, when they used the footage in the US, it was a little weird. Because he was a goofball.
Which is weird because then they did that in a subsequent series. Power Rangers Turbo.
Yeah, in a subsequent series, they made the Blue Ranger a kid who wasn't a kid in the Japanese version, but...
that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was a kid here, and they took the idea that you choose the later, because they gave Tommy the White Ranger, because they wanted to keep his actor around, and they've never gotten rid of him.
No, they will never be rid of him. He's the Stan Bush of Power Rangers.
Yeah, it is nice that he likes to come back, but he's basically built his career around that in a way.
Does he still have a ponytail?
Probably, I would guess, if he still has hair. Anyway, this... I use weird too much, but this episode is weird and creepy, and I didn't like it.
It sounds a little distressing, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not... I've seen, at this point, hundreds of episodes of Super Sentai now. It's not the worst episode, but it's up there. It's just like... no, please.
It's not good.
No,
it's not okay.
No, like...
It's just bad.
Too many things going on that I didn't like. And why the sad seal picture? It's weird.
You don't always need a sad seal.
I mean, I like to see a sad seal. They're cute. It's like left turn after commercial break into environmental message for a minute.
You didn't realize this was Captain Planet.
Yeah. What is the bad guy making the speech? So that just makes it weirder.
So does that mean that you shouldn't do that?
So we should let the bad guys kill all of the humans to fix the Earth? What?
This is confusing. I'm feeling very confused.
Anyway, skip that episode.
Okay.
Do not watch.
Alright, so that does it for us for this week. We'll be back next week with more Robots in Disguise. But until then, you can find us all over the internet. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, as we have alluded to multiple times in this episode. It kind of sounds like Morbius is not living up to the high cinematic standards set by Venom Let There Be Carnage. So we're gonna skip that for now.
Well, also we just don't like Jared Leto for reasons that I've discovered recently. I mean, beyond their normal reasons not to like Jared Leto.
Turns out there are a whole lot of reasons not to like Jared Leto.
Creepy shit.
Yeah. So instead, what we will be watching is all the way back into the 90s for an episode of the Spider-Man animated series starring our good buddy, the vampire Morbius.
Yes.
Morbius, the living vampire. With all the weird safety requirements that, like, the weird editorial tampering that Fox placed on the series at the time.
Yep. It's gonna be something.
Which is, like, I think the thing that I was most aware of was how that, like, Batman the Animated Series had to have Robin be college age because they didn't want the child endangerment. But then by the end of the 90s, you have Digimon, which is just entirely child endangerment.
And by then, they went to a child Robin.
Constant.
Yes. Which was it?
Well, I don't think they did that until he went to CW.
Or I guess it was WB at the time.
Or the WB. Kids WB,
it was when the animation style slightly changed.
Right.
Wait, was it renamed the Batman and Robin?
Because that was, I think, part of it was that, it's on a different network, so we don't have to have the same, editorial edicts.
Right, no,
so we can have a child Robin.
The original Robin was Dick Grayson, and then when they moved to WB and it became, when the art style shift happened, he became Nightwing, and he got a new Robin in the form of Tim Drake.
Okay, it was Tim Drake. I always forget the other,
the best Robin.
Yes, but I forget. I'm bad with their names because there's the one no one liked in between. Who wasn't
Jason,
in the cartoon.
Jason Todd, who they totally skipped.
Yeah, which is fine.
I don't think they had brought him back from the dead yet in the comics anyway. Yeah.
But I think they gave him some of Jason Todd's backstory.
Yeah, I think there was some of that. So anyway, the important thing is the 90s Spider-Man had some interesting things that they would and would not allow them to do with a vampire character that we will certainly have a lot of fun discussing. Also, his delightful accent.
But join us next time. We'll be doing more Robots in Disguise, and when we find ourselves thinking with portals.
Ooh.
Until then, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I can't do a GLaDOS impression. I'm David.
Watch BotBots. Watch BotBots. It needs a second season.
It'll get a second season. It's Netflix. It won't get a third.